Okay, good evening to you all. Today is our day 5 of this 3 weeks basics computer training. Like I said, the training will last for 3 weeks, and today is our day 5. And today, this is the end of our week 1. That is today, because I told you that the training will go through Sunday through Thursday, and today is Thursday, and we are going to finish the week 1 today. Okay, like always, we start with the outlines, and today's day 5. Let's see our outlines for the day. We are going to have a recap on what we did yesterday. We always normally have a recap always, and we'll talk about operating system today. That's what we are going to discuss about. And we'll talk about functions of operating system, types of operating system, installation and formatting of a system. And also we have Q&A like always. Then we'll wrap up for the week. That is week 1. We'll wrap up the week 1. Today we'll have a wrap up so that we'll just have an overview of all what we have discussed, what you have learned so far, and others. Then we close for the week and we meet next Sunday. And lastly, we'll have a normal conclusion, which normally that was the last item that we have on the outlines. So this is what we are going to cover for the day. So let's start with the recap on what we did yesterday. If you can recall, yesterday I think we finished the remaining control panel things that we have, which has to do with user accounts, installation and uninstallation of application software. I did that yesterday, and that's why we finished it yesterday, and today we are taking the operating system, because you already know that I told you right from day 1, I think, or day 2. The one I told you that we have two types of two types of software. It's either operating system or what, or application software. That is system software or application software. So yesterday we covered the application software. I've shown you how to download application, from where to download paid application and where to get free application. That is official website of any application. Go there and download it if it is free. If it is paid, I've shown you the website. You can go and download the cracked version of any software that you want to install it. And after the installation yesterday also, I shown you how to uninstall a software. That is, after you install a software, you don't need it, or you don't longer need that software in your system, you delete it or you remove it entirely from the from your system. And we did that yesterday practically, which I believe some of you that missed the class has watched what we did yesterday. So this is it. And we also create a user account yesterday, showing you how to do that, how to create a user account, how to set up password, how to delete a user from your system. So yesterday you already know that you can have a multiple users on your system, and each of them will have his own separate password, separate files, everything different from other users. I explained that yesterday, which I believed it helps you to do other things. So today, let's start with what we are going to discuss today, which is operating system. OS is another word. You can call it system software. I've already told you, you can call it system software, you can call it operating system. That's what we are going to discuss about. You see, operating system is a software because it was developed. It's a software that was developed by companies, that is big tech companies. They developed operating system software. This software is what helps computer, or what helps people, or what translate to people what computer understand. Like I told you, computer only understand binary language. That's the only thing computer understand, 0 and 1. So that 0 and 1 that computer understand, operating system is what translates that to people. If not, you will only keep seeing 0 and 1, 0 and 1, 0 and 1 always. That's the only thing computer understand. So this operating system software that was developed is what is translating all the interface that we are seeing. is what is translating how we navigate to applications, how we navigate to folders, how we navigate to our files, how we use our files, how we set up a background image, we open browser, how we browse, how I'm even speaking to you. Is operating system that is translating that to us, because computer, even this sound that I'm making, computer is translating it into 0 and 1. That's the only thing computer is understanding. So is operating system that is translating everything that you are seeing now and everything that you are listening. That's what operating system is doing. So you should understand operating system. What is a software? It was developed. Computer understand what it could understand 0 and 1, and this operating system, it was developed to help translate all the 0 and 1 to people, so that people will interact with computer and do a lot of things using computer. Another thing, this operating system was developed in order for it to get to understand all the application that was developed, that was about to be installed on a computer. Is this operating system that understands such application. That way, any system application that you are about to install on operating system, it will work. In as much as that software or that application it was coded in Windows, in that operating system language, maybe Windows language or other operating system languages. So that's what operating system is all about. So let's see something. I'll just give you a small definition that will help you. Is just operating system is a GUI through which we interact with the computer hardware, perform our tasks. That is a GUI. This GUI that we're seeing, it means graphical user interface. That's what we are seeing. The graphical user interface. If you click here, it opens my computer. If you click here, it takes you to this. If you click here, it takes you to this. Seeing that you can click here, this is home, this is network, this is browser. That's the graphical user interface that this operating system is helping us to understand. If not, if there is no operating system, do you think what will happen? What will happen is that every application, that is every application related to computer, there must be a graphical user interface for that application. That is, for you to use that application, you must download graphical user interface of that application. So now if you are to use Microsoft Word, you have to, Microsoft Word, yes, you have to download graphical user interface of Microsoft Word. If you are to use VLC player, you are to download graphical user interface of VLC player. That graphical user interface is what will allow you to interact with that software that you are you want to use or you are using. So this operating system is like, it becomes a versatile, that every application you install on it, it will automatically translate that application for you. That way, when you install the application on a system, automatically the system will understand how the application, it will show you this. If you click here, it's play. If you click here, is forward. This one is backward. This one is this. That's the graphical user interface that this operating system is helping us always to do that. And this is what this operating system is all about. So it helps us to perform. So it helps us to interact with the hardware. So, I've already told you the hardware, the everything. Even if you have a computer, your computer is okay and everything is fine. If you don't have operating system, your computer will not work. I've told you that since the one. So your computer will not work without operating system. It's when you have operating system that you can start using a computer. So this is about operating system. So let's see some of the functions of this operating system. Operating system has a lot of functions, of course, which even if I didn't tell you what are the options, you can say it by yourself because you understand now. If we said operating system, you understand what we mean by operating system, and you can tell what are the options of this operating system and what operating system did. So one of the options of operating system is process management. That is, operating system performs already. This operating system that you are seeing, it performs process management of all tasks within the computer. If you can recall, in our day 3 class, we discussed about processor. So even if you don't have operating system, that processor, I say processor, that processor that you are seeing is of no use. Nobody can use it, and that processor can never receive any tax, and it will not execute any tax given to it. So you need an operating system in order for computer to do that. Another thing is memory management. You see, one of the also things related to operating system is memory management. I told you computer uh, understand how to store things either temporary or what, permanent. So we discussed about that. We have the RAM, we have the ROM. So all that memory things that you are seeing will not be will not the computer cannot carry such tax without operating system installed on it. And also there is device management, which this device management is what computer use to maybe I help you arrange everything that you have on your system. So when I switch off my computer and I open it, everything on my desktop will remain intact on my desktop. Is operating system is something that operating system will help you to do. So that device management is another part of it, that operating management. And there is issue of this input and output manager. So operating system is that we put our flash, we remove something out of it, we print it out, we do this. It's only using operating system you can carry out that input and output management on your computer. Then issue of security. Of course, another way of this is a security. Of course, most of the computer nowadays are coming with the antivirus. That's why yesterday or day before yesterday, I told you I'm not using any antivirus on my system and I'm okay for years. I stopped using antivirus. And because most of the latest system are normally system comes with their Windows Defender, they comes with the antivirus. So you don't need antivirus to protect yourself from virus, unless maybe you just go ahead and start putting all everything on your system. Maybe something just come and start affecting your things, so that will necessitate you to get antivirus and to purchase. Most of people think antivirus is free. You need to buy antivirus. It's not for free. But I don't know, I think you can get antivirus free on this get to into PC. Of course there is, I think, paid antivirus there, but if you want a very good antivirus, you need to purchase it. You pay it, they give you the license, then you run it on your computer and remove all the virus. If you can remove the virus, because there are some viruses that you cannot remove them. So this is another function of OS, because OS comes with their what, security. Windows Defender, they defend your laptop from any attack, from any harm, from any virus. Is another function of it. Lastly is translation. So you see, this is something that you already understand this, because the OS is what is translating everything for us. Is binary language that computer is understanding, while operating system is always translated that 0 and 1 to us. Because all these images that you are seeing, the pictures, the notes, the text, computer is only seeing 0 and 1. It's us that are seeing function and all the pictures you are seeing. So you see, this is mind-blowing, something that believe me, computer is something else, and the people that invented it is kind of they deserve respect, of course, in every these things. So this is it. These are the functions of operating system, and I think you can just see it, and I believe you understand them already. So let's go and talk about the function, the types of this operating system. Operating system, there are different operating system, but some of the most commonly used are Windows. So we have operating system that calls Windows, and Windows is one of the most commonly used all over the world now. People are using Windows, all Windows. So Windows, before they are using Windows, I think is Windows 1980 something they started with. They even do Windows XP. Windows XP didn't have a lot of people using it, but they turn back to Windows and they continue from there. So we have Windows, and this operating system I mentioned related to issue of installation of software on it, application software. Whenever you are installing an application software, make sure that application is related or is has to do with the operating system that you are using. You can install Windows application on Mac OS. You cannot do that. So that one thing you need to understand about this operating system. So we also have Linux. This is what we have. Of course, we have Linux, and this is what most of the hackers are using. If you want to become a whatever they call it, white hacker or black hacker or whatever, is Linux that they will ask you to install because it's commonly used by hackers. Most of the Linux is they use terminals to do a lot of things. If you want to go ahead and use it, and you can download Linux and of course install it like that. But go, or you can buy the discs and you install it. But don't do that. I never try it. Don't try it. So we have types of another type Linux, and the last one that we have, the commonly used one, because I'm showing you the commonly used one, is Mac OS. We have Mercury operating system. That is Mac. You know, the company of Apple. You know that. So they are the ones with this Mac OS operating system. It's an operating system also for all the Mac OS. Those laptops that you will see with 1 byte Apple at the back of the laptop. So they use Mac OS. Even though nowadays you can remove that Mac OS on them and put Windows, because people cannot use that Mac OS. It's very difficult for people to use it. It's because we are not using it commonly we are not using it. It's Windows that we are used to. So Mac OS is something else, and you will see all these operating system that you are using, they have different interface. They have different interface. Maybe control A is highlight all on Windows, of course, but on Mac OS is Command A. So you see there they are talking about command. Here you are talking about control. So they have different, even their keyboards, the way they use the keyboards differs. So these are the operating system, and I've told you already we have Ubuntu and others. There are different operating systems that people are using. Ubuntu is being used by normally Asian people, especially China. Chinese, most of them are using that Ubuntu. I don't know what, because some systems, maybe you purchase laptop, most of the system they comes with Ubuntu. You see, it's different operating system, different interface. You cannot even, if you are not good on computer, you cannot even understand how to shut up, how to shut down the laptop. You cannot even do that. It's very difficult. Most of these operating systems, they have different things. So these are the operating system. And also, let me take you back to what you have on your hands. You see, operating system, even mobile phones has their operating system. You know that we have Android and we have iOS. So that iOS operating system is for what? It's for Apple phones, all these iPhones. It's for iPhone. That's why they call it iOS, the iPhone operating system. And we have Android. So for the Android, everyone is using Android before. This is what we have. So these are the different operating system on mobile phones, and you need to put that operating system when you have issues on your mobile phone and others. So this is it. I think we can move. I think we can move. Okay, so let's see why installation. We are going to talk about now. I told you we are going to have installation and formatting of a system. So we are going to talk about why do you need to install operating system on your computer? Why do you need to install an OS? That's what we are going to discuss. And why do you need to format your system? We'll talk about that now. So let's see. One of the reasons that will make you to install operating system on your system, one is if you want to upgrade the system. That is upgrading. Okay, I'm using Windows 7 or Windows 8. And I'm using Windows 7. I want to upgrade to Windows 8. Or I want to upgrade to Windows 10. Or I want to upgrade to Windows 11. Then I will upgrade that operating system that I'm using. I will upgrade it to Windows 10. Let me say this before I continue. Whenever you install operating system on your system, you will not lose your files. You will not lose your files. You only use, what you will lose is the softwares that you installed on that operating system. It's just the softwares, but you will not lose any file that you have on the system. You will not lose it when you install operating system. Please understand this, take note on this. So if I'm using Windows 7, I can install Windows 10 and I will keep using the computer. All I need to is to move my files from that old operating system, because it will create new folder for me, which is called Windows Old. You will see it under your local disk. You will see it there. That's what it calls Windows Old. Please let me show you that. I think I didn't take you up to that. Let me just go to let me show you that. I have to show you. If you go to my computer, you see this is local disk. You can open this local disk. This is where you are going to see this Windows that you are seeing is what carries all the Windows 10 files that I have in here. This is where the Windows are. So if I install new window now on my computer, this Windows will become Windows.old, and it will have a new window that's called Windows again. And that Windows.old is where my files, all my previous files, will be there. Then I will copy them from that Windows and bring them back to this new window that I'm using. That was sometimes back before, you will see the same computer. If someone partition his computer, the same computer can have Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, and different Windows. If you switch it up while booting the computer, then you can choose which operating system you want to use today. Okay, I want to use Windows 7. Then you click on it and you go ahead and use Windows 7. But that is a waste of resources and waste of time. But before we did that, but I see no reason why you will do it. But sometimes, yes, some people did that to have different operating systems. Some even do it on their Mac OS. They can have Mac OS operating system and they can have Windows operating system on the same computer. If they want to use Windows things, they will partition it. They will use it on Windows. If they want to use Mac OS, they will use it on Mac OS. I think if Yaya is not here with us, Yaya did that also on his laptop, because there is one time that you need to publish an application on App Store. So you need to have Mac OS for you to upload it on App Store. But we did upload it on Windows using Play Store. We did that, but we cannot do it until we partition. He partitioned that the computer into two. So he has Windows and he has Mac OS. Then we upload it on App Store and also on Play Store. So this is something that you need to understand. So let me go back to my presentation. I just want to show you this so that you will understand. So upgrading. Another thing is operating system crashing. When your operating system crash, it just crash. You just open your system, it's not working. Maybe when it start booting, it will just come back. Maybe something else. Take note. Sometimes you open your laptop, you will not see anything. It's not displaying anything. Sometimes it's issue of RAM. Please check your RAM or check your hard disk. Sometimes that's the issue. But once you open your system, when you open it, it will just show something, some not. Sometimes it will tell you that your window has crashed. It will just say that to you. Sometimes it will tell you that. Then you need to install the operating system. When you install it, you will not lose all your files on your hard disk. Take note, my people. Everything you installed on your system, the files are stored on your local disk. That is your hard disk. Now, if I remove this hard disk from my computer, the hard disk that I'm using now, if I remove it from this laptop and I travel to, let's say, London now, I went to, let's say, I go to California in America, misali. So if I went there and I use that hard drive that I removed from this laptop and I put it in another laptop, everything will come back. It's like I'm using my laptop. Nothing will happen to it. Everything will load. Will just automatically, I will continue whatever I'm doing. Even this class that I'm holding, it's just for me to reconnect the network, and I will keep doing everything because everything is installed on the hard disk. Hard disk is everything. So even the files is on the hard disk. So you should take note on that. So when your operating system crash, it doesn't mean that your files crash. It's not your file that is affected. It's the operating system. That folder that I shown you, Windows, is what has issues in it. So you are going to install new operating system on your system when you have such issue. Another thing is voluntarily. Just like that, you just willingly you want to just reinstall your operating system. Maybe you are not okay with the one you are using, you just want to install just new one, or you want to try as maybe to practice something. Maybe now that's what I did when I learned how to install operating system. I used my computer, so I didn't use anybody's computer. I used mine. I'll just install new one on my system. I will see how it looks like. I can install again. Just I just practice. So voluntarily you can do that. If you install, you look at your files on Windows .old. Copy everything is there. Everything you copied, you bring it back to here. The only thing you will do is to install other software that you have on this window, which you don't have now. So that's another thing. Another thing to install operating system is when you forgot a password. But this is something that is not always it works. That's why I put it as the at the last one. You see this forgot password. Sometimes when you forgot your password, even if you install another operating system, it will still ask you for the password. But it's sometimes, like I said, sometimes. But most of the times, once you install it, all you need to is you will just break the password. Is no longer there. You can install it and go to your files and copy whatever you want to copy, and that's all. You continue your thing. So it's not always that when you forgot password you have to format the entire system. No, you don't need to do that. All you need is to install that operating system and you can retrieve all your files easily. Another thing is why formatting system. That's what we are going to talk about. The next thing, why formatting system. You see, when you format system, unlike installation, when you format your system, everything on your hard disks, everything will be gone for good. You are done. You are done. Everything is gone. You formatted it. Unless maybe you use all the recovery softwares. That of course we have recovery softwares that they can help you to recover your files on your hard drive. There are such softwares that will help you to do that. But when you format is format. We all know what formatting is on our mobile phones. When you format your system, you format everything. And there are reasons that will necessitate you to what? To format your system. And these reasons are: one, virus. When there is virus on your system, you need to format that system. But let me say this to you. Sometimes, if the virus is not that very serious virus, you can install a new Windows and copy the file that you believed the virus didn't affect them on your system. But you have to be very careful. Sometimes while copying the files, you will copy with the virus. And the virus will come back again and start eating the files on the new system, operating system that you installed. That's one thing about it. But you have to try all other ways of removing the virus on your system. Unless maybe all the ways didn't work, that's when will necessitate you to format it. Just forget. If you have the files, if you can copy some files, copy them. You can upload them, you can copy them, but format the system so that the system will be free of that virus. So you should understand that. But you need to start taking the measures of using antivirus to remove it or to delete the folder you think the virus is there and other things. If you, all that measures that need to be taken, you take them, didn't work, you can install. If you install, I told you it will be waste of time. Sometimes you will install while copying the file, moving them to your new laptop. You might copy the same virus and take it back there. The same issue will continue. But if you can afford to copy what you want, all the other things, format everything so that the laptop will become fresh and clean. Another thing is when you forgot password. So I explained the forgot password above. That is when you forgot password after you did the installation of the operating system, but it didn't work. So you have no other thing but to what? But to, because when you install new operating system, of course you can use the computer, but you cannot have access to the files. So if when you go to the windows.old, in order for you to download the old files, you want to move them, and it still asks you for the password there, So you don't have any other thing to do. Just just need to format it so that you will have enough space on your system and other things. That's another thing. Then restore factory. If you want to restore the entire computer, maybe you purchase new computer and you don't want anything on it. You don't want to waste your time removing, deleting his files or on installation of his softwares or something like that, because some files are hidden. You cannot even know, you can't know where he hide the files. You don't know. So don't waste your time. Just his new laptop. You don't need anything on it. Just format it. Just format the entire laptop. So these are the things that will necessitate you to format your system entirely. You format it, you format everything on the laptop so that nothing will be again there on the laptop. So another thing is this installation and formatting of a system. So for you to format or install an operating system, now we already discussed about the reasons behind it, why you need to do installation, why you need to do formatting. I want you to have this knowledge, because don't go in an organization, maybe something happened to their system, you just format everything. They will arrest you. So you need to learn this, is because I want you to have this knowledge in you that even when someone brings his laptop to you, you can think of this. Okay, how can I solve this problem? Is it formatting? No, it's installation. Okay, let me try installation. Unless it didn't work, I will go for formatting, but I will not format his files. Okay, because people, whenever their system is not working, the only thing will come to their mind is they lose everything. So someone will start, stammering, and a lot of things will be, it will scare him a lot. People are too scared to lose their files. So please don't just format somebody's system just because you know how to format system. Maybe the issue is just installation. Don't need to format, please. I'm just begging you on this, so that you let's go and start formatting other people's laptop. So in order for you to do this, you need operating system either on a disk drive, that disk, CD disk, either on a disk or on a flash drive. On a flash drive, because there are, if you want to use it, you need to burn it on a flash drive, and that flash drive will only be meant for installation or formatting of a system. It's just operating system that will be on that flash drive. So if you don't know how to do that, please take it to someone who know how to burn an operating system on a flash drive. You will do it for you, please. But I highly advise, if the system has disk, CD-ROM, just go to any bookshop and purchase a CD-ROM. It's like, now it's 500. It's before that is 200, 100. But now I think they are selling it 500. So get a genuine operating system disk. Or if you like, you can you can buy a flash and give someone to just burn it for you. Then you will have it on your flash drive. When you have it on your flash drive, then you can just plug it. So whatever you want to do it, you need to have that operating system in a flash or in a CD-ROM. You need to get it, you need to purchase it, and then you start the installation. I think we have some seconds to go. Let's come back and talk about this. Then we'll have question and answer, and we'll call it, we'll wrap up for the week and call it a day. So let's just go and come back. In relation to this installation and formatting, I already recorded a video. The video I used for, I think I did a video on this specifically. I think what I'm going to do, I will attach that video to this video at the end of this, so that you will watch the video together. I'm not going to drop the link, so I will attach the two videos together so that you can watch the two and you'll see how it works. I carry it along because I can't format a system while speaking to you. I cannot do that, but I have to record the video. Someone is recording me with a phone, then I'm doing everything and you are watching. So that's how you are going to watch it, but I'll put the video for you to watch right away. Just you will watch it. Now we are recording a class, but don't go away. The video, we will see it here. Just continue watching. You will watch the video. So kamar yadda kuke gani, muna da disk ga yanan, sannan kuma muna da flash drive, ga flash drive namu. So if we are going to use disk,
za mu yi buɗe disk ɗin mu ne ga yanan za mu yi right click sai mu click eject, zai buɗe muna disk. Laptop inda za mu yi aiki da ita yanzu za mu yi aiki da Omatic ne. Omatic booting inta za ku ga inda booting inta key nata na booting yake. So we are going to open this, then I'm going to put the hard disk, the disk, then I will put it here, then I close. That's if we want to use disk in there, then we shut down the computer. If we want to use flash drive shikuma, then we put the flash drive port in the mukasashi, then you put it. So now we put our flash drive. So then we shut it down. Then let's shut it down. Let's just shut it down. So we are shutting the laptop down. Then we shutting nata yanzu kamar yadda kuke gani. So idan muka shutting nata sai mu jira sai ta dauke duka, sai wa'annan lights din gaba ɗaya nata sun dauke duka, sai duka sun dauke. So idan suka dauke za mu yi clicking power now. Wannan Omatic in booting option nata is F7. So ita ce kuma za mu fara amfani da ita. Sannan wannan flash drive nawa ina da Windows 8 ne da Windows 7 sama ne. So I'm going to boot the operating system inda yake saman wannan flash drive din. Kai kana zuwa ka sai duk abin da yake so ka sayi, Windows 10 ko Windows 11 ko Windows 8 ko Windows 7. But ni yanzu Windows 7 da Windows 8 a ciki, abu biyu a ciki. So akwai flash drives din da suna dauka har Windows duka 7, 8 da sauransu, tunda akwai flash drive din da ya kai 250 something gig. So now I will just click power. So immediately you click power, just click F7. You see it, F7 is the word boot option. Just click F7. Just click it once and leave it. So now it will give you an options wanda zaka zaba saboda mi, saboda computer in ta yi booting. So now ba za ta yi booting na normal operating system inda yake samanta ba, za ta kai ka yi booting na options inda take da su. So now we have these options duka da kuke gani. Since we are going to use the flash drive, this is what you are going to select. If it is the CD-ROM, now this CD-ROM is not actually working, it doesn't have any operating system. Ya lalace saboda most of the CD-ROMs in saurin lalacewa suke, shi yasa muka koma ga flash drive. But in CD-ROM ne za ga rubuta maka CD/DVD disk wurin. So but now since we are using USB disk, that one is short of the general U disk 5.0. That's the flash drive that we are using. So now I'm going to select this general U disk. Then I will press, as you see, I will press down the opco. Then it selects this black. Then I will press enter. So if you press enter, don't touch anything. Just wait for it. Just wait. Don't touch anything. So now it will show this view. Just select this Windows that you have, Vista 7 and above. That's the setup I have inside the drive. So just select it and press enter again. Don't touch anything. So now it will ask you, I have Windows 7 64-bit, I have 32-bit, I have Windows 8 32-bit. So in order for you to know how these issues of bit, you need to select which one you need. So it will give you some seconds. So don't let the seconds run away. So we are just going to select this Windows 8. So I will just press enter. So you need to select the type of bit you need. But most of the people are selecting 32-bit, some are selecting 64. But advisably select 64 because most of the computers that we have, they use 64-bit. So this 64-bit has to do with all these binary things. I don't want us to dwell into such. It used that binaries with 64-bit. So then we have also 32, and we have more than that now. We have that, but the systems that we have, 64-bit will be faster than 32-bit. So you can use 64-bit. That's my advice always. So don't touch anything now. Just wait for it. So it shows us this. This is the Windows 8 that we selected from this USB drive now. So don't touch anything here. Tunda duka ya sama United Kingdom shine turancin da normally Nigeria. Okay. Then you click on next. Then you click on install. So let me tell you this. Even if you are going to format or you are going to install, just click on this install. Because this laptop that you are seeing, we are not going to install this on it, but we are going to demonstrate how to do it, how you people can do it. So I will just select this. So after I click install, then you wait for it. So say Kajira. So this is what it will show you. Akwa Windows 8, Windows 8N, Windows 8 Pro, Windows 8 Kaza, and we also have this 86-bit, and we also have 64. So I advise you to download 64-bit. So you can select any one you like. All these enterprise, and they have no any this thing, but you can select any. So I'll just select this Pro. So just select any one you like, but make sure you select 64-bit. Then you click next. After you select the operating system type you want, then you click this accept. I accept. Then you click next. So under here, if you want to upgrade your Windows, for example, now you want to upgrade from 8 to 8.1, because that's the only Windows I know that has this upgrade issue. So you click here, because you have 8, then you have 8.1, then you click upgrade. But even if you need to upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 8, don't click on this upgrade, just click this custom. Click this custom. So this custom will show the partition of your system. Then nuna maka irin hard disk in da saman system ɗin, yanzu wannan system ɗin tana da hard disk da yanan 297 gig ne. So now if I click next, it will install the files of this Windows 8 on this hard disk in the muke da shi. That's what it will install for us. That means I just installed. I didn't format. I installed. But if I want to format, then you need to click this drive option. You see this? Click this drive option. Then it will give you this option, the second button. So if I click on format, I select this and I click format, it will format the entire system for me. So after the formatting, if I press next, then it will install new operating system on this computer. And from there, everything become what? Yadaw fresh. If I want to delete this partition, kuma yanzu misali ina son yin deleting wannan partition in da muke wannan kenan. So I will just click delete. It will delete the partition and brings it to only one partition, which I don't want to do that. I don't. So this is it. So now we don't need, if you need to format, then click format. It will ask you, do you want to format? Just you press yes. If you don't want to format, just click next. Then it means it will install the operating files on your computer. So this is how you will do it. And let me tell you this, since we don't have any laptop da zamu rework in gari ko bari mu yi format, it takes time. Most of the time it takes time. Zai dauka 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour. Idan ka wuce wannan wurin zaka jira zai gama komai. So from there, wait for it, don't touch anything. Ita da kanta za ta ci gaba da restarting kanta, ta dawo har computer za ta yi har ta gama. Sai ta gama gaba ɗaya za ta fara tambayar ka, to nan ne za ka yi setting up nata, inda za ka sa mata sunan da kake so, ka yi setting password da komi. From there it will take you to Windows, shikenan ka gama aikinka. But this is the main work in, and this is what you can do. Once you know how to do this, we press next, you are done, you are okay, and you know how to format or install Windows on a computer. So this is it, inshallah. So I think we'll cut it from here. Then I will just press this, I will cancel it and press yes. Then it will bring me back here. Then I'll press this, then I'll press yes. It will also bring me back to my computer. I can remove the flash drive. Then I will let the laptop boot itself. That a booting content with a Puma normal in the techie. I'll just leave it. That chigaba. That a booting normal operating system in the Kisamata, which is Windows 10. Zuwa ƙarshe. So wannan shine inshallah. Then I will show you how to boot other system, which is HP 15. That what we are going to use, because it's a booting not F9, not F7. So we are going to show. I'm going to show that to you also. Then I will cut the video. Then inside the flash laptop in Kashitake already. So I will just click the power. Sorry. So I just click the power, then I press F9 because F9 shine a booting option. Not a zoom. So if I press F9, then they come. You see, we have different boot options. So I'm just going to press down up till this USB drive general UDIX. Kamai da muka selected as general UDIX in. So we just click yes. So it will show you this. Come on, let's check out just leave it like that. It will show you this. Just select this Windows up there and you press OK, enter, that is from your keyboard. Then you wait for it. So now you need to select this Windows 8. Come on, so just press enter. So if you press enter, it will load the operating system files of this Windows 8 that you selecting. Wait for it. You're gonna loading. Wait for it ya gama loading, zai kai mu exactly inda Windows 8 yake dazu, zai kawo mu nan wurin lafiya. So kamar yadda kuke gani, ga yanan zai nuna muna so kuna gani ya kawo mu file din Windows kamar yadda muka zo dazu. So it's all the same. So just click next, you click install. So you see setup is starting. So you wait for it. Nan ne zai tambaye ka 32-bit kake so ko 64-bit ko waye da sauransu. Then you select anyone you like, then you continue from there. So inshallah, if you follow this, all of you, so you see, so you can select 64-bit or 32-bit, whatever you need. Then you click next. Then you click this I accept here in your bude. So you see I accept the license terms. You see, then you click next. You see, then you click custom. This is the, so it has many partitions. You see, there are many partitions. So any partition you want to install the files you need, then you press it. So sometimes, let me say this. Sometimes your laptop might not show this next. You see, I click on this recovery, it didn't. I click on this, it didn't. I click on this, it didn't. I click on this also, it didn't. What you are going to do is, when it shows this to you, you need to delete everything. You need to format everything. So when you click this drive, you delete this, you delete them all, it will become only one. So when it is only one, so you will have next. So from the next, you continue from there. So that's it. So this is something else also. So I know this will help, but with practice, if you practice it, inshallah it will work. So get some ka samu laptop din wani wanda ta lalace ka ce ya kawo ka gwada da tashi saboda ni yanzu I cannot test mine. So ka gwada da ta wani, because if you try it, you did it once, inshallah from there you know how to do it. So I'm just cancelling this, and that's all. So you watch the video, inshallah, then you ask question based on what you watch. So we get we continue from where we stop.
Okay, so if you have any question now, you can ask any question that you have. You can ask me before we close for the day. You can ask me any question related to what we discussed, and also we'll wrap up for the week. If you have any question related to all what we have done, right from the 1 up till today, day 5, we have done covered a lot, I believed. So please, if you have any question, you can ask me any question related to what we did. I'll respond to you, and we'll call it a day. This video is going to be a very long video because you know, I'll put the how to format and install a system practical to you. So if you have a question now, you can ask. If you don't have any question, we can call it a day, and we meet next week. No, I talk about Ubuntu. Maybe you are not with us when I discuss about Ubuntu. I talk about Ubuntu operating system. I talk about it. I just say I'm going to talk about the most commonly used 3. Then we talk about Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. I talk about Ubuntu. I told you most of the system that came from Asia comes with Ubuntu. I saw Ubuntu not once, not twice. I've been seeing it, but I never use it just to use it. I never. But most of the laptops that came from Ubuntu, they came with one. Okay, I don't know why your laptop shut down when you are using Zoom. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with your battery. Maybe, but the laptop cannot just shut down because you download Zoom on it. It's because maybe your battery has issue. That's what I don't know. You need to check that. That's hardware problem. And you should understand this. Not everything is software issues. So don't just go and format your system because of things like maybe your computer, the battery issues and others. Even though there are some operating systems that drain the battery sometimes, but it's not. I think it's your battery. So check your battery, your charger. Make sure everything is working fine. But you can use your laptop to join this class, and you can use your mobile phone also. So that's not an issue. I think the charger is plugged, but the laptop shut itself down. So is it overheating? Check if the laptop is overheating, because this has to do with issue of hardware. So if it is overheating, you need to take it to repair. There are certain things that they will check for you and they will add for you if it is overheating. Yeah. So please check that. You check it, please. Take it to repair this thing where they repair laptops. Or maybe you can sold it and buy a new one. Because once laptop started doing other things for you, just change it, because some of these laptop expired. So you can repair it or you can change it if you like, but it's okay. So definitely take it back. I call the person you buy it from, tell him that it has issue, because if you just bought it, please don't use it. It has issue already. That's why the owner of it sold it. So please, I highly recommend you take it back, because it has issue, and that issue is not software issue, is hardware issue. So take it back to where you purchase it, and they should change it. Don't allow them to give you another one, unless maybe it takes long time for you to discover this problem. So this is what I can say about that. So if you have any question, please ask, because next week we are moving towards other things. Now we are done with all the most of the what I want you to understand in the basics. So we'll move to Microsoft Word next weeks. And the next of the weeks we are going to talk about it. So you will start doing a lot of things. I'm not going to give you any assignment this week, because I can't say, okay, go and format a system. I can I can't do that, since I'm not seeing, unless maybe if it is a physical class. Of course, I'll give you I'll give you assignment. Of course, I'll give you assignment. I will give you a practical assignment. Okay, create user account for me. Create 100 folders with 30 folders in them. Move this file into this. I'll ask you to do that. Hide a file, unhide a file, find this. Seriously, I'll ask you a lot of questions if you are with me. But this is only a physical class that I can do practical. And I can give you a hard disk and tell you, okay, format that system for us and install Windows 10. It starts with Windows 7. And I'll ask you to reverse the Windows to from Windows 10 to Windows 8 or whatever. You know, you can downgrade. Not only upgrading, you can install a window. I forgot. You can downgrade. You are using Windows 11. You are not happy with Windows 11. You can downgrade it to Windows 7. No, no, I will not make you to do that. It's okay. Just leave it. Oh. It's just for you to practice. Just practice. But next week we'll meet. I will have a lot of assignments for you next week. Next week and the last week, I will have a lot of assignment and even projects for you. So, but this one, just please do your practice on your own. Yes, do it on your own. So I didn't see any question. I think we can call it a day, my people. So we meet next week's, and I believe you will keep revising all what we have discussed, what you have learned. Don't feel that you just learn it today and it's going to stay now. No, it will take some time. It's when you keep learning it, practicing it, learn it, practice it, learn it, practice it. So you keep practicing until your hands become steady on it. And believe me, from there you are okay, and we continue on Sunday. So get ready, Sunday will start. Okay, question comes after the practical. So we meet on Sunday. If you have any question on Sunday, you ask, then we continue. So thank you so much, and see you next week. Bye bye.